whatever was done for the church, I do not deserve to receive an award. Only Jesus does. And so I dedicate it back to him, who enabled me at that time to the glory and praise of his holy name. Yes.
Let me start by thanking God Almighty for a day like this, and also thank CAN 19 states for this award to me. Just like my colleague has said, to give God all the glory and all the honor and all the adoration. If I step back a bit, yes, I know that 10 years ago when I was privileged, there were a few things that I did. But my participation in CAN actually predates that period. I started my career in Kaduna here in 1980. We spent close to 10 years before I started moving around the country, and eventually ended up in Abuja just before my retirement. So, growing up, you all know the challenges, and that was the period that the heat was on Northern Christians, and a lot of efforts and meetings were held. And for those of us who just before we graduated, were part of the students that fought the mini Ayatollahs and brought them down and made sure that the student union in Ahmadu Bello University in 1978, I think, was completely wiped out and cleaned, and we nominated 9 out of 10 officials of student union as Christians. That was when our brother Achimugu, okay, yeah, Achimugu was installed as the president of the Student Union. So 2 years later, I came back to Kaduna, and the challenge to make sure that Christianity was not diluted or was not interfered with, the challenge started, which culminated into so many things: the victory over Sharia, victory over the Constitution itself, and so on and so forth. So, truly, when I came back and I was privileged to be on seats, serving, the passion was still there. And that was why the grace of God was just more than sufficient for me to identify with quite a number of issues that were on the ground. And coincidentally, the other 2 recipients, I interacted with them too actively. That is Ayo, who by the grace of God, 10 out of my 34 years in service was in Warri, so I knew him, and it was easy for me to relate with him. And of course, our brother Philip, I met him too, and we did quite a few things together. It is not all over. I thank you for this recognition. It is not to honor us, but to also encourage those who are coming up. If I sat up there and I saw quite a number of people seated here. We did most of these things then. I was 25 years old then. Now I'm 67. So you can imagine the energy. Let's try to draw the younger ones that are following us, educate them, and unlock their energies. Because the fight, I hope you know that the fight and all the whatever stories we are hearing about the discouragement about the attack did not start today, right? If you go back to the Bible, you'll see quite that the children of Israel have always been under attack. Okay? So if we are inheriting that, we should also be prepared to inherit both the assets and the liabilities. Thank you.
I'm going to speak first on behalf of Brother Philip Olaiya, who expresses appreciation to Northern CAN for this award, and all glory goes to God. But as chairman of NOSCEF, this. Andrew does not remember. Well, I left KP in 1973, HFT. Maybe that's why we didn't meet. 72 to 73. Now, when your house as Northern Can or Northern Elders representatives, and the block of flats, 2-bedroom flats that we have today in, what do you call that place? Baggy Villa, were courtesy of Andrew. We made an estimate in the house of Yakubu, and we're told that someone was going to fund it. Andrew single-handedly funded those 6 2-bedroom flats. I supervised them, so I know what came in. He gave us money. The money finished the work, and there was excess. Now, Philip was the one who single-handedly started the Northern Christian traditional rulers forum, where the Christian traditional rulers in the North meet. Apart from his other services to CAN, he also started it. And he has continued to fund, to help. During the COVID, he was able to send relief materials to all the 17 states where NOSCEF existed in the northern states. And of course, you remember that Ayo was the one who told Jonathan, look, these people were killed. I know I'm talking as NOSCEF now, those who helped the Christians in the north. He told Jonathan, he said, look, these people were killed because of you. What are you going to do for them? And of course, you remember that some of those appointments that were consistent, I think we had 3 successive Christians as head of NNPC. Before Andrew and after Andrew, those were part of the services that Ayo Oritsejafor rendered to the north, and many others. If you talk of Bogoro today, it was a product of Ayo. So you should know that these are people who have served. And of course, my brother Achimugu were elders together in one church. It's not only to CAN, he renders that service to Christians all across the nation. He's the one who is able to bear it. When they say they were holding our elders here in Kaduna State, General Leport and the rest of them, this is the one who is prepared to stand against the government. And so they all deservedly deserve this award. Thank you, Northern Can.
What Mr. Chairman, sir, and the House, Pastor said that that is not too much as excited when people give out, because most of the people who give award, they will say pay money. He said that I know, and that most of you know, that his heart is in the north, and that the survival of Christianity in Nigeria is you, our leaders that are seated here. He said to him, he did not take this one just as an award. He said he reminds him of his commitment and the challenge for him to be more committed. And he asked that I should tell this house, through the bank, that if there is anything that you people will do, and all of us will do, that will make this award more meaningful for him, he said we should remain undivided. We should settle our differences. We should become one. He said that is the only reason and the only way he will appreciate this award. That the infighting, the division, it hurt him to the highest heaven. And that with this award, that I should tell you specifically that whatever you can do to tell all our chairmen and our leaders that let the church in the north remain united. He said it is a service to the sleeping church in the southern part of the country. So thank you so very much and God bless you.
On behalf of Northern Can, I want to congratulate them.
Amen.
And ask them to make more commitment to humanity.
Amen.
And I want to say again that these people were not only contributing to the church alone. I've heard from numerous good friends from the Muslims which they have helped. But this happened to be our own side. I believe that some of the Muslims will also recognize them. Because service to humanity, whether to church or to Muslims or to non-believers on both sides, is all service to humanity. And we must appreciate them for all that they have been doing. Even the one we do not know, we appreciate them. It is on that note that I'm going to pray and ask God to continue to guide.